Hey, welcome back. We're here for another episode of Rate My Base. Today we're attacking lexi7012. So we are King J-Dub. Nothing really spectacular. He's got a little bit of fire resistance on his pauldrons and some speed boost on his boots. Take a real quick look at the spells here. And the Blade Storm is locked. Take a real quick look at the troops. Let's see, we have all the troops unlocked there. Now we're going to go take a look at Lexi's base. I've never attacked her before. I don't know what level she is, don't know what troop setup or tower setup she has. In this series, we don't use any scrolls up here. I go through and give analysis on the base layout and design and potentially what the mini-map means over here, what you're going to fight against. So this is my open thoughts. The road and path looks pretty good. Like the setup there. This tower should be a firebolt tower, and that's extremely deep in the base. I do like how the barricade's set up. It has a couple barricades till you get over to it. I would like to see. We'll see, because it doesn't matter. I would like to see this road extended, possibly one more, and then add another barricade over here, so it makes it harder to get to that tower. If that would be a firebolt tower, because that is a great placement towards the end. You really need cannons, or you need to have your hero rush up all the way around and hit it with the firestorm and kill it, because there's really no other troops that can hit it, and then the hero can only attack it with, firestorm effectively and the sonic blast. So a good setup here. These barriers are all by themselves, so it's going to take time to get through each of those, which is a good blockade. Everything else looks good. A lot of pyromancers. So all you need is one in each wave. Hopefully you don't have more than one, because then it's just a wasted extra unit. So if you are going to have a lot of range, you could throw you have mortar in, which is good. You could throw a cannon in there, or even a froster as you get higher up in the game. Frosters become more effective because it slows the opponent down, and you're dealing with too many units, so they live a little bit longer, and you can't always target them. Advanced towers, a lot of firebolt towers, so definitely going to need cannons and firestorm. That's a must. All the ranged troops, you need to bring the sword rain. Hopefully my sword rain can kill them in one hit, the pyromancers. If not, we're going to definitely have a hard time. My sword rain is level 5. You definitely want to level up your sword rain as soon as possible, because if it's not strong enough, you can't kill the pyromancers in one hit, and then that just ruins your entire battle. So then the other unit that we're going to bring out, we're actually going to bring out pyromancers ourselves, since she has a lot of firebolt towers and a lot of pyromancers and paladins. So they'll be good against the firebolt towers, and they're going to kind of become a wall, a shield against her pyromancers. So if they kind of get into a little battle against each other, they're just going to both sit there and throwing fireballs at each other and not really doing much damage to each other. So it's going to kind of stall her pyromancers if we can time it correctly. So then we're going to use knights for our DPS, and then actually, yeah, we'll use knights as our DPS, because we do have a chance to actually get through. I doubt it, but we have a chance to get through. I mean, this is really strong. It's 51 trophies, so we shouldn't get through, and 347 medals. So it's definitely saying we're a lot weaker than this, this opponent. But we'll be able to see with the right tactics, might be able to do well. That means I'm almost positive the pyromancers will not die in one hit. If my sword rain was level 6, they probably would die in one hit, which would change the battle dramatically. So this way we're going to have a lot tougher time. And since I just noticed that, we are going to change it and make paladins our troop. Since she is a lot stronger, the knights will die a lot quicker and won't be as effective. Bring out a couple Pyromancers. So yeah, see the Pyromancers, they barely live, but that one little sliver of HP is enough to cast spells and just wreak havoc on all your troops. So the bright side is our Pyromancers will be able to do just a smidge of damage and be able to take out her Pyromancers with one Sword Rain, as long as we can get those to attack each other. We do need to heal and rest some. Oop, I didn't actually recover much. Oh, and unfortunately died there. So as you can see, the game says we're extremely likely to die and not get very far. We did. Very, very tough base for this account. I actually probably should have attacked it with my main account. Okay. Did have extra Pyromancers in the waves, though. You only need to have one, because, like I say, it won't do that much extra damage having two. So if you're going to do another ranged troop, then you want something that won't die to a sword rain. Put a mortar in the wave if you don't have one already, or put a cannon. Cannons are actually pretty effective higher up in the gameplay because they do a good amount of damage in their one shot, and a lot of people aren't using knights anymore, so the cannons have a smaller amount of targets to choose from. And if they choose your hero, the hero takes a good chunk of damage from one cannon shot, and that could be the difference between living or dying, right there. So we'll go take a little quick look at her base again. I think we'll actually go on an attack again, just to try and get a little bit further, because we didn't get to see too much of her base. We saw the very beginnings. I like the setup that I have with the Pyromancers and the Paladins. We're able to go over there and kill those troops. Firestorm over here will be able to sword rain there. I'm going to sit back and recover some. We'll pull them back just a little bit to get them away from the Pyromancers up there. I head back here. See, 3 Pyromancers, that's overkill. It doesn't do hardly any damage in that wave, or any extra damage, because of all the damage is pretty much based on the burn effects. They do a little initial damage in the beginning. Oh shit. So still haven't healed any yet, so that's unfortunate. We have got a little bit further. We've gotten to see more of her units and troop selection. Like I said, I don't like the waves. The waves, they could be better. Even just throwing a Froster, one Froster or one cannon, a couple more archers or arblasters. Those archers and arblasters, I would think, would be more effective. But Frosters are really good too. As you can see, we can't really use the hero to effectively kill all the ranged troops because there's just too many things in our way. Oopsie. I'm trying to hide in the corner there so I can regenerate some before I die. 10 seconds. I'm going to try... Oh, well, I won't be able to kill a tower. But if I can kill a tower, I get a little bit more gold and more medals. So definitely worth it. The waves, they need to be changed just a little bit. 2 Pyromancers is not effective. You can have a different range troop in there and have a different status specs going on, and that would be a lot more effective for you. Overall, a very, very tough base. The troops are well leveled. The Pyromancer has a lot of life. You need at least a Sword Rain level 6 to attack her. If you have Sword Rain level 6, the battle changes quite a bit there because you'll be able to kill the Pyromancers in one hit. Otherwise, a very solid base. I like the... Oops. That's a lot of metals for a straight base with very little very little towers. So I guess Luxy is giving out free stuff. But yeah, Lexi here. Her base is pretty good. We didn't get up that much further into it. Very solid, good upgrades, good defenses. Very, very hard to fight with a level 5 Sword Rain. All in all, I would change out the waves a little bit, put more different ranged troops and spread them out, or more paladins as well. Overall, this base is a 9 out of 10, mainly based on the troops. You can do more damage by having a more mixed variety. Don't double up on your paladin or double up on your pyromancers.